When we think about false prophets in the Bible, most people imagine mysterious figures or dramatic warnings. But there's a lot more to the story, especially in Ezekiel 13. Have you ever wondered why God takes false prophecy so seriously? Or how these ancient warnings might still echo in our lives today? Let's dive in and uncover some surprising truths. In Ezekiel's day, fake messages weren't just misleading. They were dangerous enough to destroy entire communities. Imagine living in a city already battered by war and uncertainty, only to have leaders spreading false hope or empty promises. These weren't harmless mistakes. They led people to trust in lies, leaving them unprepared for real threats. The cost? Broken families, shattered homes, and a nation drifting further from God's protection. That's why Ezekiel 13 is so powerful. The chapter opens with God's voice thundering against the so-called prophets of Israel. These men and women claimed to speak for God, but their words were empty, rooted in their own imaginations, not in divine truth. God's message is direct. Woe to the foolish prophets who follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. It's a warning that still rings true today. These weren't messengers sent by God. They were self-appointed, spinning visions that sounded comforting or impressive, but had no foundation in reality. Their words soothed fears for a moment, but ultimately left people vulnerable. It's a reminder that not every passionate speaker or spiritual leader is truly guided by God. God uses a vivid image. He compares these false prophets to jackals prowling among ruins. Jackals don't rebuild. They scavenge, making a bad situation worse. Instead of helping to heal or restore, these prophets only deepened the wounds of their people. The real tragedy? Instead of repairing the broken walls, helping the people prepare for real struggles, these false prophets just covered up the damage. They declared peace when there was no peace, offering false security. It's like putting a fresh coat of paint over deep cracks in a wall, pretending everything's fine while the foundation crumbles underneath. But God sees through the cover-up. He warns that the wall will collapse, exposing the truth for everyone to see. The message? Sooner or later, reality breaks through the lies. No amount of wishful thinking can protect us from consequences if we ignore what's really happening. Ezekiel 13 goes even deeper. God calls out women who use magic charms and superstitions to manipulate people, promising blessings or protection in exchange for loyalty or gifts. These practices led people away from truth, exploiting their fears and hopes for personal gain. It's a sobering reminder that deception can come in many forms, not just from the pulpit, but from anyone who twists faith for selfish reasons. The message is clear. God stands firmly against lies, especially when they hurt others or lead them astray. He cares deeply about justice, truth, and the well-being of his people.